leaving, we're going to work on job scenarios on the afternoon. Tomorrow, we're going to start barbering. So if you can come early, try to come early and get the barbering done. The clothing exchange will be here, New Beginnings. It's a lot of fun. We're going to take some pictures. I'm going to have a couple of you all speak at the graduation. I'm thinking about who that is. Anybody want to do it? Okay. I'll let you know. I'll let you know. And I want to review something today that we went over early on. This logic model, you already have. You have this, the notes from this, right? But I want to show you how powerful it is and how relevant it is to our life. Once you get off of track one, say track one. Track one. Michael Jackson, I want you to watch this. You could have been exposed to track two living from here, home and family, or in school. You didn't make it to college. You didn't make it to the work world. You didn't make it to the pleasure world. You took this elevator or an escalator. It goes, either you went straight up to track two or you eased up to it. Am I making sense to you? Van, you kind of described to me your situation where you kind of eased up. You had some chances, you had some opportunities to catch another ride, but you kept moving in an escalator kind of way toward this other track. Poor choices and lack of self-esteem. Remember I told you I reviewed this judge, I interviewed this judge, and I talked about with the judge, I said, what do you think our young people are facing? What's the biggest problem that we have? I expected her to say crack or meth or whatever. And she said low self-esteem. It changed my whole life, my whole way of thinking about it. How you think about yourself means everything. Other people can see you as a convict, but it matters only what you see for yourself. My lawyer guy is just proving that yesterday. He decided not to see himself as a murderer and a convict. Oh, man. Am I making myself clear to you? We don't all have to be lawyers, but we can all be better at what we're getting ready to do. Say my next step. My next step is greater than my last step. Greater than my last step. Time is the real money. How you spend your time. My wife did some kind of a scenario with time, didn't she? Yeah. And was she making a lot of sense to you with that? Okay. So you viewed this, and I'm going to show you through a survey that I got exposed to called the ACE survey. I want you to take one and pass it. You don't have to sign your name to it, but I want you to answer every question honestly that I asked you. And this survey is going to point us back to this motto that we have up here, the track one, track two life, the logic model. You need a pen or a pencil. You don't have to write your name on it. I want you to see the survey. Edgar, I just can't wait till my barber gets a hold of you, brother. He's gonna slice and dice you. Okay, everybody got a pencil or a pen? Don't go ahead of me. Just take your time. Let me just let me read out loud so you don't get confused. Question number one: did a parent or an adult in the household often swear at you, insult you, put you down, or humiliate you? Or did a parent or adult act in a way that made you afraid that you might be physically hurt? The answer is yes or no. You put either yes or no there. Did a parent or other adult in the household often push, grab, slap, or throw something at you? Or ever hit you so hard that you had marks or were injured? Put yes or no. Question 3. Did an adult or a person at least 5 years older than you ever touch or fondle you, or have you touched their body in a sexual way, or try to or actually have oral, anal, or vaginal sex with you? The answer is yes or no. I'm going to stop right there. Why? I'm going to tell you about one of my pop sons I met in Lino Lakes. This boy changed my views on some things. He was a school teacher, and he was in Lino in the sex offender program, and he was also in my class. And the class really did something to him in such a way where he asked me, at graduation, we have speakers, like I just was saying. So at the graduation in prison, he asked me, this is maybe 15 years ago, he said, "Pop, may I please be a guest speaker?" And he was a great student, his homework was great. And I said, sure, you could be a guest speaker. So he told his story. He said that when he was 13, he became an altar boy at a Catholic church. And this was kind of a big thing for young boys to become altar boys in church, and it was some kind of a leadership deal. He said that what he didn't know was the priest at that church passed around sexually the young boys who were altar boys. Nobody told. And so he was being molested by priests and passed around from the time he was 13 to the time he was 18. And when he was 18, they dumped him for the younger boys. My God. He said, I had treatment. I got therapy. I thought I was all right. But he became a school teacher. And he ended up molesting one of the boys. And he said it wasn't the sex. This is what struck me. Don't be uncomfortable, because we as humans, we got a lot of things going on. Humans get into some messy situations. This is what we just saw on the screen. That's a messy situation. The family don't want him to come home. He claims he's not guilty. He's been claiming it for 32 straight years. You would think that he would, at some point, he would have said, yes, it's me. I did it. He won't come to it. Now, they're asking him, the governor, to decide. Look, the governor wasn't there. We wasn't there. Nobody was watching these boys that the priests were molesting. Nobody was there. Nobody saw it. Sometimes nobody was there when you committed your crime, whatever your crime was. My thing is, I don't judge a brother, meaning everybody, a man, by his crime. I judge him by who he's trying to be on the other side of the crime. Am I making myself clear to you today? Y'all talking too soft. Am I making myself clear?
Yes.
Thank you. You gotta think. You gotta think, man. You gotta get yourself to the next level. Say the next level.
Next level.
So this man told his classmates with a sincere and honest heart. He said, it wasn't the sex that bothered me. It was the secrets. How could people keep these secrets of what they were doing for so many years and never receive any punishment for it? Here he is in prison. I followed that young man, and his wife stayed with him. She didn't abandon him, He went back to his family and he's doing okay. Obviously he's not a teacher, but he's doing all right. Say next level. Each one of us, no matter what your crime was, you got to get to the next level. And there's nobody in here who's got the ability to judge anybody else for whatever their crime was. You wasn't there. It wasn't you. Now I'm going back to the question on the survey. Stay with me. Did you often feel that no one in your family loved you or thought you were important or special, or your family didn't look out for each other, feel close to each other, or support each other? Yes or no? You got my, Wayne, you got my answer sheet? Okay. Did you often feel that you didn't have enough to eat, had to wear dirty clothes, or had no one to protect you, or your parents were too drunk or high to take care of you or take you to the doctor if you needed it? The answer is yes or no. Were your parents ever separated or divorced? Yes or no. Was your mother or stepmother often pushed, grabbed, slapped, or had something thrown at her, or sometimes often kicked, bitten, hit with her fist, or hit with something hard? Ever repeatedly hit over at least a few times or threatened with a gun or a knife? Yes or no? This is your mother or your stepmother. Did you live with anyone who was a problem drinker, alcoholic, or who used drugs? Yes or no? Was a household member depressed or mentally ill, or did a household member attempt suicide? Yes or no? Have you ever witnessed or been traumatized by gunfire, homicide, or did a household member ever go to prison? Yes or no? Now, I want you to add the yeses, and the yeses are your ACE score. So add up all the yeses and put them in the slot down at the bottom of the page. I'm gonna give you a minute to do that. Before I explain to you what the results of your tests are, I want to tell you about how this particular doctor was I can't call his name this second. He's important. His work is important. He was working for Kaiser Permanente, and he was doing some amazing work with people who are overweight. Say overweight. Overweight. People who are overweight. He was doing some amazing work with them, and he was discovering new methods on treating obesity and overweight. And he messed around here and had these amazing successes. And so he had one particular lady who was very much overweight, and he felt it was his greatest accomplishment because he got this lady down from, close to 300 pounds down to 150, 160 pounds. And she just was looking so good. She was just beautiful and radiant. And he thought it was his greatest success. And so he didn't see her for a while. I guess it was several months since he saw her. And after several months, he ran into her, and she had all the weight that she had before, plus more, put back on. Listen at me now. He was dumbfounded. He couldn't understand it. He sat down with her. He couldn't believe that she had gained all this weight and more back. So he sat down with her and said, "What happened? What do you think happened? Why did you go back this direction?" And she said this. She said, "When I lost the weight, a man at my job started paying me a lot of attention. He started flirting with me, and I got very uncomfortable. He wanted to date me, and it made me really uncomfortable. And he even talked about some things he wanted to do with me, and it made me so uncomfortable that I started to eat." She said, "Because I eat because I was molested by my stepfather, and this was her way of keeping men away from her, was to put on the weight. The weight wasn't the problem. It was the trauma that had taken place in the home and family. Say home and family.
Home and family.
And so he went back and started to interview the other women who had participated and some men who participated in the training, and found out that many of them had the same story. So it caused his research to go in a different direction. And over years, they created this ACE, this 10-question ACE survey that I just gave you. And raise your hand if you scored 100 on the test, or 10. You scored a 10. Thank you. You scored a 9. Thank you. You scored an 8. Thank you. You scored a 7. Thank you. You scored a 6. You scored a 5. That's many of us. 3 of us scored a 5. You scored a 4. You scored a 3. You scored a 2. You scored a 1. Those of us who scored, let me read the ACE score of 0 is a likely, a low ACE score of 0 to 2, that was a couple people, indicates fewer adverse experiences. Say adverse experience.
Adverse experience.
That's another word for trauma. Say trauma.
Trauma.
Fewer adverse experiences does not mean a person is free from challenges, but suggests a lower risk of trauma-related issues. A score of 3 to 6, that's about the majority of us, 3 to 6, suggests a higher likelihood of emotional, physical, or behavioral struggles. A score of 7 or higher, who scored 7 or higher? Put your hand up. 3, 4, 5. Watch this. This correlates with a significant risk of chronic illness, mental health disorder, life disruptions. That's another way of saying prison. So here is a survey that had some questions that somehow were able to determine the likelihood of you going to prison, of you moving out of track 1 from home and family and finding your way to jail or prison. And this survey, I have found it to be very, very accurate, right? And so the idea, if you found, and for those who found their way to track 2, and if you had a score that was low, either 0 to 2, those are research-based outliers. Something happened to outliers, not at home and family, but somewhere along the way. You feel me? Mm-hmm. And the idea is that once you get to track 2, say track 2, where these things become a number 6, what's a number 6? Where these things become a number 6 to you, you spend the rest of your trying to break out of track and find your way back into track. And the notion is, will they, say they, they is whoever they are who are providing leadership or in leadership roles, employment, whatever it is, down in track 1, you find that you're spending all your time trying to break back into track 1 from track 2. And the low self-esteem that the judge talked about is what sometimes keeps us from being willing, Chris, being willing to fight our way back in. Say back in. Yeah, each one of us have to get back in. Am I making sense? And y'all are going to do it. This class is going to do it. I think I had Osiaton tell you what our numbers were, but remind me again. In REAP, we've had how many students so far? Oh, we've had over 200 of y'all. And how many of them that we employ? We got over 100 and how many? 110, that's better than 50% have got a job some way through us or connection, a relationship. Somebody told somebody something like this here. And for those others, I was there last night in Tuesday night group. Man, we had an amazing group last night. was amazing. And it was unusually small. We had maybe 8 or 10 people last night. And man, we had a group just gunpowder, talking about life issues with each other. We've been meeting so long. This group been meeting for 18 years. So we don't play games. We're not, nobody's in there lying. We're trying to get clean. We're trying to get fresh. We're trying to get cleaned up. We're trying to move to our next level, say the next level. Yeah. I got one of my guys last night who came in and said his ISR agent called his job. He's a SO. That's a sex offender. He called the job. He was supposed to be calling to verify the job. The agent called and exposed the crime. They had already hired him and he worked one day. When he went in the next day, they said, man, I'm sorry. And the manager was really genuinely sorry. He said, man, there's nothing I can do. I'd be willing to help some other guy. And the guy sent me the name of the gentleman at the factory that was at. I'm gonna give it to Osiaton or to Ellis today. But this is us trying to help each other become stronger in the broken places. Track 1 is where we gotta go. This is why I'm saying to you, you gotta be aware of who you spend your with. Are they You've got to determine, because somebody that you're talking to is really a high score on the ACE test, and they haven't recovered, they haven't learned, they haven't had the skills that you're learning here. They haven't understood the power of words. What's the 8 steps to the good life? What number 1 is what?
Words.
Next one.
Thinking. Motion. Decision. Acting. Habits.
Good.
Character. Yes.
These 8 steps, while we're talking about these with you, these 8 steps, if you can master them, not just look at them on the board while I'm talking, but eat them and master them for yourself, it will cause you to have an easier time breaking back into a track 1 life if you're using your words correctly. Wayne, you brought up something a couple classes ago about Juan Stamps. Anybody know Juan? Federal guy, Chicago boy. Juan is a roofer, and we got him a job as a roofer. And then while he was roofing on the off season, he became a CDL driver. Right across the street is a dairy company. Right across the street, Kemp's Dairy. Juan got an interview with them. We had been pressing Kemp's to hire one of our guys. They're right here in the neighborhood, but they never hire any of our guys. And we were pressing them, to say, come on, Juan applied. And Juan answered the phone. They called Juan for an interview, and Juan answered the phone in street vernacular.
Who this is?
Who this is? How you know that? Oh, yeah, look, man, we said, and the gentleman said, oh, I think you're still a little too rough around the edges for us. Just because of the way he answered his phone. I'm talking about your message on your phone. Be careful what you put on your message. Be careful. Don't clown. Be professional or try to think of yourself differently. Hi, this is Mr. T. I'm not available right now. If you have a message, please leave it. Otherwise, have a great day. I mean, your message should be something like that.
Or just leave it as the number.
You could leave it as the number, or just say the name so the person knows I made contact with Dale. You get what I'm saying? But you got to be careful what you say. Here's one of my sons who is doing great. Yesterday, for some reason, on Facebook, he posted, he's a successful, single, father of 1 daughter. He's a great guy. But yesterday he posted, somebody asked me, how come I'm not married yet? And I said, because y'all ain't SHIT. This was really out of character for him. So something happened to make him say that. But later on down the line, if he would ever have some kind of a domestic issue or be in court somewhere, people could go back and look that statement up and associate it with violence. You got to be thinking. Say thinking. Yeah, I had some of my guys up here have 2 cell phones. One is the one they report. Look who's smiling. One is the one I report to Mr. So-and-so, and the other one is the one I do my other talking on. Man, listen, don't try to be slick like that. Just all you got to do is bide your time. Time is the real. Yeah, all you have to do is manage your time correctly, and you will live in the land of yes. Say the land of yes.
Land of yes.
Yeah, we have, all of us, me too, have come from the land of no. And what we're trying to get to live in peacefully is the land of yes. I have a poem for you I want to share with you of living in the land of yes and the land of no. Take one and pass it. Whew. Everybody got one? Jesse James, you're moving slow, son. Okay. Dale, I want you to read the first paragraph.
I am like a train rushing for many years now between the cities of yes and the city of no. My nerves are strained like wires between the city of no and the city of yes.
Michael Jackson, read the second one.
Everything is dead. Everyone fighting in the city of no.
Mm-hmm.
Like a study. Furnished with like dejection.
Dejection.
What does that mean?
Stop right there. That's a good question. DE or DI means split. Something is split when you see them 2 words in front of anything. Dejection means I was feeling all right, but I've been rejected. That's dejected. I have been dejected. Pain and suffering. So I'm in suffering. Say suffering. All right, keep going, Michael.
And it's every object of frowning with boldness.
Stop right there. So every object in my house is frowning at me. All the accompaniments in my home are frowning at me. It's dejection is in my house. Who can bring dejection to your house? Right. Come on, keep going.
Every portrait looks out suspiciously. Every morning it's our floors are polished with bile.
Bile means poop.
It's something are made of falsehood.
Lies.
Its walls are misfurnished.
Misfortune.
You'll get a lot of good advice in it. Like here we will stop that.
Yes, right.
Typewriters are chattering. Cardboard, copy, answer, no.
What the poem is describing is the track 2 life. Everybody in here is broke up. Families are split up. Child protection got your kids. Your mom is trying to wait on you to come home. She's sick and close to death. Your brother's trying to look up to you, and he's living a street life, and he won't listen to you because you didn't listen to yourself. The land of no is up here. Look at it. Look right up here. Look at me. Look at me, Chris. Right here. This is the land of no. Each one of us have been there. We got to acknowledge what it is and then recognize where we're trying to go. We're trying to knock on the door of a track 1 life, which we got off track with way back in our youth. Is that making sense? Okay, and this is just a poetic way to describe what you already know through the illustration. And when the lights go out all together, the ghosts in it begin their gloomy ballet. The ghost of yesterday haunting you about what you, come on, why are you trying to listen to Shane? What you listen to Brother Shane for? What you listening to so-and-so for? Well, you know who you are. You know what we are. You know we low down. We down for our crown. Come on here. And them thoughts, that stinking thinking is haunting us. I know it's true because to myself, sometimes I'll be laying in the bed and a thought will jump in my mind from somewhere way back in my past. And I'm thinking, how did that fool get in my, or some behavior that I exhibited? It'll come back and remind me, you ain't so such and much. You remember when you did this? I'll be like, dang, I did do that, Cody. And I'm not proud of it, but I'm better now. I'm over that. That was my yesterday. Say yesterday. Yesterday. That was in my negative. And I still have that needs to spend some time being reviewed. I have to consciously think of my past negative, of my past positive. I have to force myself to think good thoughts about my past. They're there, but I have to be conscious to pull them out. But I can be unconscious or in my sleep state, and the past negative will come and play its gloomy ballet in my head. Am I making sense to you today? You'll get a ticket to leave, like heck you will. I just taken Michael Jackson's advice, to leave the black town of no. Van, but read this.
But in the town of yes.
Say yes.
Yes.
Say it louder than that.
Yes.
Say, I'm looking for a yes.
Looking for a yes.
Yeah, you might have to go through 15 jobs and get 14 no's. All you looking for is one.
Yes.
Say it louder.
Yes.
Say, I need a yes.
I need a yes.
And the yes is gonna come because of the way you present yourself, because of what comes out of your
Wow.
Yeah, and if the good life is coming out of your mouth, that I need a chance, I'd like an opportunity to show you what I can do. This is why we're rehearsing. We're asking each other questions. We're asking you hard questions. Yeah, where were you for these last 7 years of your life? Well, as a matter of fact, I got caught in some bad situations, and I had to serve some time. While I was away, I completed my GED. I started taking college classes. I did parenting for a change. I did CBT, whatever. Make that work for you. Go.
I know it's not something, but the guy you said that got fired from his job,
he got the job. He got the job. It was the agent that clowned him out. I'm bringing that up to you because Dorian here got a fool. There's a couple other y'all that got a fool. And you got to manage the fool. Say manage the fool.
Manage the fool.
Oh, I wish you could understand how deep that is. It's your job to manage your agent. Christopher, what's that girl's name over there at 180 you talking about? Over at, yeah. Yeah, it's your job. Say my job.
My job.
To manage Paris.
Manage Paris.
We can't let Paris run wild. We can't let her march down the field and score no touchdowns on us. She got to go to somebody else for what she needs. Paris is from the land of no. I'm trying to get to the land of
yes.
Paris is in my way, so I have to manage her. Your agent, Dorian, is in the way, so you have to manage him. With over-communication, are you practicing that? Absolutely. Good.
I see a different part of him now, too.
Good. But hypothetically, let's say you get a job offer, and don't be afraid, but manage it. Change the word. Yes. I want to manage it and say, listen, what's his name again? Bob Dustin. Listen, Mr. Dustin, I have an opportunity. I just want to get your idea about it. Somebody's offered me, JJ and Company has offered me a position, pays $15 an hour to start. That's minimum wage. I'd like to get your thoughts on how I should proceed. Now, they already offered you the job, but you're asking Dustin's permission and for his thoughts and how to manage it. Boy, I'm teaching good today. I wait for him to die down. Watch this. You asking him to chime in. So now you put him in a position where he's got to say, well, do you have transportation? Does the bus go there? He's saying, yeah, I checked it out and the 15 goes right by there, or I have to take 2 buses, but I could make it. But I just want to make sure I got your permission to go ahead. So now you give a egotistical maniac the opportunity to use his ego to help you get what you already got. I'm just showing you how to manage. Give him a hand for taking that. Well, I'm just saying, I've been doing it for a long time. But you got to mess around and flip the script on him and help him, let Paris think it was all her idea. You feel? And, come on. Right. Uh-huh. Right. Yeah, give Chris a hand. That's managing. You got to manage, and you're going to get your shot. You're going to get your shot. I know. Yeah. Exactly.
I can easily go back in the criminal way.
Right.
But no, I said this.
I ain't hitting no more licks. No, they smacking. And under this current president, it's gonna get worse before it gets better. Yeah. Am I making sense to y'all? Yeah. Figure out how to manage your agent so that he or she thinks what you're doing is their idea. Is that helpful? Yeah. Okay, Van, keep going.
But in the town, yes, life is like the song of a thrush.
Yeah.
This town without walls, just like a nest. The sky is asking you to take any star you like in your hand. Lips ask for yours without any shame, softly murmuring, all that nonsense.
Say all that nonsense.
All that nonsense.
Yeah. And
in no one is there even a trace of suspicion.
Yes.
And lowing herds are offering their milk.
Right.
And daisies, teasing, are asking to be picked.
Now, see, he's describing what your life could be like if you would decide to live in, yes, say yes. Yeah, I'm not trying to trick you here. We all reading the same thing. If you decide to live in, and decide to stay away from, you gotta make a conscious decision. You're gonna run into people, especially in the halfway house. This is where you can test this out. You can test out this theory. You're gonna run into people coming out talking crazy. Like Chris was saying, talking about how I'm gonna hit my next lick. And man, look, you wanna get in on this? Man, I got some weed. I got this. Man, knocking on No's door and want you to come with him. Is that right or wrong?
Misery loves company.
Misery loves company. Wow. I hate that that's so true. It is. Yeah. Keep going.
And wherever you want to be, you were there. You were instantly there, taking any train or plane or ship that you like. And water, faintly murmuring, whispers through the years. Yes.
Yeah. Stop right there. Right there. Where I'm thinking about Willie Lloyd. You call it Little Willie. Will had a murder beef. He did. Actually, he only did a short time. He did 24 years. For murder beef, that's a short time. Yeah. Will did 24 years. Will, while he was incarcerated, Will's father, Willie Lloyd Sr., was notorious affiliated gang member from Chicago. had a lot of politics behind who he was and what he stood for and his name. And his son acquired all that politics. So the guards were telling him, Will, he was never getting out. But Will, he made up his mind to use his time while he was in prison, and he became good at breaking down and putting together computers. And I got a chance to go down into the computer lab where he was working and see what he was doing, and I was fascinated. Will knew how to, he was touching buttons and moving stuff and hitting screens, and stuff was jumping on, and things that I didn't know anything about, you get it? And I'm out here. But he was making it happen. He got them certificates. He got credentialed, say credential.
Credentials.
Yeah, credential through training, say training. This is why I had them here talking to you yesterday, to remind you of what you could be doing with your time for free, that there's training available for free. And while it's still available, I'm telling you, this administration is cutting budgets and knocking things out for communities who are trying to get to the next level and work their way back. If you got to take advantage of what's free and out there while you're in the halfway house, get some free training. Let me show you right here. I want to pass this out. Take one and pass it. I'm gonna go back to it. This is that Goodwill Easter Seals program. So, Van, you're already in it.
Yeah.
And some of y'all, I just want you to be aware of it. And so Will, and this is what made me think about him, is this. I'll wait till you get the sheet. Jesse James, move fast, move fast, move fast, move. Okay, watch this. Y'all with me? You got the information? I can't hear you.
Yeah.
All right. This is what made me think about Will. Taking any train, say train.
Train.
Or plane, say plane. Or ship, say ship.
Ship.
Will is a lifer now. Will been with me so long that Will got his sentence commuted. He no longer had parole. Once he got his sentence commuted, he went and got a passport, said passport. Will can travel the world now. And so Will and his wife, he married, and they have a little daughter and a son. And Will took a trip, one of them big ocean cruisers. I don't know what it's called, Carnival, something like that. And man, he done fell in love with cruising. So now him and his family take a cruise every year. They're getting ready to go on their third straight cruise. And I just thought of him when it said any ship will take you there. And Will, I got him in 2009 in Faribault, and he's been with me ever since. I helped him with his home. He got a beautiful home, Chris, and a beautiful wife. She's working in construction. And I had a dream one time about Will's mom. And Will's mom was alive when he went to prison. He said, Papa, I never thought that I would never see my mom again. But in my dream, his mom came to me and said, help my boy, stick with my boy. I never met his mom. I did meet his dad. And I've been with him ever since. Will, who we've been trying to get here, he got so many roles now at Summit OIC. He gonna get here, but he gonna look like he's gonna be coming by his hair of his chinny chin chin. But I'm only telling you, this guy had a murder beef. Say a homicide.
Homicide.
The guy is sailing the seas, Chris. You can't tell me what you can't do. I'm the wrong guy. You can't tell me how bad you got it because I'm the wrong guy. I done seen too many. Turn it around, say turn it around.
Turn around.
Yeah, I done seen too many, Michael Jackson. I'll come right to you. I done seen too many. And another thing, let me just say, I ain't up here in my group, I don't have blacks. I got believers. I got people who are ready to live a principled lifestyle. I got white boys. I got natives. I got Asian boys. My Asian son who was already here. I've been with that boy since 2012. That boy got his own home, running his own business. You can't tell me what you can't do. Well, all I want to know is how well are you using your, and what are you letting come out of your, and who are you letting in your life? If you can answer positively to those things, T, then it's mathematical that you're going to get where you're trying to go. It's math by what they call taking out subjective things, crossing them out. You're going to get where you got to go. You can't be an SO and tell me what you can't do, because I got too many SOs who I worked with over the years who are doing good and living a good life. Say the good life.
Good life.
Watch this. And this is the hard part of this poem. Michael Jackson, what you got? No, go. No, go ahead. Wow. My man. Give Michael Jackson some love. But man, I tell you, man, Mike, I'll hang with you. If you come in, if you keep coming to Tuesday night group, I'm telling you, man, I got over race. Just like I outgrow a Rolls Royce, I outgrew it. Say I outgrew it. What I'm trying to get you to start is outgrow yesterday. This is what Christopher's talking about. And I feel you too, Chris. You could be tired of being tired. You'd be tired of going back and forth to the penitentiary. Dorian, ain't you tired now? David, ain't you tired now? There is a better life for you. All you have to do is make up your mind. And it was always available, but there was nobody knocking at your door. I'm up here knocking at your door. If you let me in, I'm telling you, I'm going to slide in there some kind of way and put something on your mind and get something else coming out of your, that will get you to the next level. Say the next level. Say I'm valuable. I'm lovable. I'm powerful. And I'm important. If you don't treat me like that, I can't hear you.
If you don't treat me like that,
move around. Kick rocks. You got to be serious about it. And you're going to find somebody else in the house who got a like mind like you. Y'all thinking the same way. So when we popcorn together, it's a different kind of pop. We putting butter on it, not the secret sauce. Yeah. I know you can make it. I know you can win. I've been around it too long. I've been in and out of these penitentiaries for 22 years. I've seen them, man. I've seen the worst of the worst come out and shine. Just give me, the family of the man who I'm going to in a few minutes. I don't relish getting in front of this family. I listened to them in the last hearing, and man, their petition was strong. I heard their cries. I understand loss. I've lost things too. I heard them, and I was feeling them too. I'm not against them. I'm just for a changed life. And I'm gonna say just that. I'm not here to represent Adrian Riley because I'm against the family, but I am for a man becoming changed and better for living his life. And I'll tell you one other thing while I'm on that subject. I've been to these hearings either as a speaker or a presenter or a spectator, and I watch the governor, the attorney general, the Supreme Court justice take some hard cases and try to find the humanity for both sides. it's a cold Medina. Yeah. And it can be funky. Yeah, it can be funky. Michael Jackson. Yeah. Yeah, they you gotta hear both sides, because justice, you're up here trying to weigh it out. Here's what the family's saying. They gotta have a voice. You gotta give everybody a voice. You get what I'm saying? And they have to be heard. Now, I've seen families come before and petition to keep somebody in prison, and I've seen the governor and them say, you know what? He's done his time. He's entitled to a second chance. Everybody's entitled to a second chance. I seen him let people out. I seen him turn down Jeffrey, who just became a lawyer. I seen him turn down him, cold-blooded turn him down, right? Even though he was shining then, but the family came and said, no, you can't let him out. I'm still missing my son. And I feel that. My job is not to distinguish between this one or that one. My job is to make a man or a woman who made a mistake come out better. And the way I serve the state of Minnesota is that I turn out a better student and a better man than he was when he left. Everybody's already committed their crime by the time I meet you. I come in after the crime was already committed, but when I come in, I'm coming in strong.
I served a little time in the people who got murdered in Minnesota, that the families write you a hate mail.
Oh, to the
prison.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, Harry Evans, all of them used to get hate mail saying, I hope you die in there, all these hate mail, everybody who locked up in Florida. I ain't never seen it until I stopped when I first went to Stateville in Illinois.
Yeah.
I'm seeing it all, the hate mail, but then as you see more, and these people who are actually innocent and didn't do this.
Exactly. Yeah. Exactly. And now they don't allow that no more. Yeah, they don't. Yeah, now they don't. But I hear what you're saying, and I'm glad you brought that up. And so, Adrian, look, when I met him, I'm telling you, when I met him, he was illiterate and couldn't read the Purple Book. Now here he is with an associate's degree and a barber. Go ahead.
So one of the things I watched when I watched the news broadcasting.
Yes.
So first thing when they're talking about, they said they're still in pain from the loss of their son.
Right.
So when does their pain stop and they're suffering?
Yeah, they're not in pain.
Yeah. So because they said there's it's like you're eating a scab. Well, a scab doesn't last for 30 years.
Yeah. Yeah.
But I kind of got that you're still suffering.
Exactly. And that.
When did your pain end from losing your loved one?
And that pain has come and gone. The pain of it has come and gone. But the suffering is what they're choosing to hold on to. And feeling like I'm going to take this suffering back at you and make sure you continue to suffer too. You get it? But that's a good observation, Jesse. That's the family choosing to suffer, right? I'm going to give you your first 15-minute break. Anybody, wait a minute, before I do that, anybody got another, what we're saying today, got a comment or a suggestion, a comment or a thought, an idea, something that got said this morning that you need to holler at? Anything. The reason why I didn't let you finish the poem is because I love this poem, by the way, is because at the end of the poem, the man, I'll say it was the man, decides to go back to no. And I want to talk about that as opposed to having you read it, because your decision is going to be different than his. Your decision is not going back to the penitentiary, not taking penitentiary chances, not failing to make your appointments, not failing to make your phone calls when necessary, but being Dorian, but being excellent. Say excellent.
Excellent.
Yeah, I'm excellent at managing my parole because actually I am the parole officer, not Bob Dustin. I manage the halfway house, not Paris. And I'm managing it in a way that keeps me and people around me safe. I'm the manager.
I'm the manager.
Ooh. You're the manager, David. Congratulations on your new position. Your mission, should you decide to accept it, will be to keep David free of the police and the penitentiary. As always, this message will self-destruct. Get my hand in here. Yeah, when Ellis come, you give Ellis the name of your job and how much you're making and stuff like that. They give you another $50 gift certificate. Yeah, but man, I'm proud of you, man. You know, and so, but still, we're available. If you got daytime hours, group is on Tuesday night. Y'all will all be eligible to come to group next Tuesday night, right down the street, 600 18th Avenue North. We always eat chicken and fries. Say chicken.
Chicken.
No, you can't. This chicken is the chicken. Yeah, that group, the group. Yeah. Ryan, yeah, Ryan, white boy Ryan go. He's out? Ryan did? Oh, that's good. Hey, did you hear that, Ryan?
Ryan Epps.
Yeah, yeah. We had two. We had Mexican Ryan and white boy Ryan. Yeah, yeah, yeah. But we got them both. You know, they both coming. You know, look, don't be feeling like, you know, you got to get over that racial junk, because all of that, it gets you in the land of no.
So this is one of the reasons why in Rush City back then I didn't come.
Right.
Was because one of the guys that was going said, "Oh, you ain't black."
Right.
I said, you don't even know me.
Right.
He doesn't know that I'm Native and black on my mom's side and white on my dad's side.
Right, right.
But I mean, it was the whole thing.
It was never no black group. So let me just tell you. Look, I didn't just get called to blacks. I got called to men. Yeah. No, so let me just explain to you. I'm still gonna give you a break. In Faribault, when I started in 2005, I started with just blacks. After 2 years, the warden, Connie Rorick, said to me, "Shane, what you're doing in prison is causing our incidents of violence to go down. Would you be willing to see all the men?" I said, what I'm teaching is not African-American based, it's principle based. Say principle.
Principle.
Now, I happen to be an African-American, I'm proud of that. But I'm teaching principle. Say principle.
Principle.
Say values. Yeah, I'm lovable. I'm powerful. I'm important. I'm teaching that to everybody. Yeah. And so by the time I got to Rush City, we were already desegregated, right? So whoever the brother was just mistaken just because, oh, I'm African-American, he assumed this is how we are. But you can't look at me and assume like you understand me. I'm multifaceted. Yeah. And so, man, I got some bad white boys. Let me just tell you, I got a brother named Tony Bruschetti. Do you know Tony? Tony's he Murder One. Tony is this thing we've been reading is about Tony. Tony's father, Tony Bruschetti, was abusive. He was abusing his mom, beating his mom. And man, Tony messed around and got tired of it and shot and killed his dad. He the second one I got with that same crime. Tony went to the penitentiary. He did 30 years, but came out a master plumber. Right now, he got his own plumbing company. I just seen him the other day at one of our pop guys' wedding. We had a reunion, and it was beautiful. I'm here for everybody who wants it. If you want it, come on. Yeah. Say I'm valuable. I'm lovable. I'm powerful. I'm important. You got a 15-minute break. I want you to. Is that better? Yeah. Good. Yeah, to get them get them in your bloodstream. Now, I want you to follow along with me, because I want you to think in your life about living in the land of no. And for me, I lived in it, but I didn't know it was no. The land of no seemed like yes to me until somebody said, "No, hold up. We locking you up. You crazy." I want to read it again. This poem, it really impacts me. I've taken it with me all over the world. The city of yes and the city of no. This is really a story of your life. I am like a train rushing for many years now between the city of yes and the city of no. My nerves are strained like wires between the city of no and the city of yes. Everything in no is deadly. Everyone is frightened in the city of no. It's like a study furnished with dejection. In it, every object is frowning, withholding something, carrying a pistol, ready to shoot. And even a portraits look out suspiciously. Every morning, its parquet floors are polished with bile. Its sofas are made of falsehood. Isn't that how we build our lives up in the land of no, with all these lies about what we're going to do? We're going to serve and we're going to get rich and we're going to do all these other things until you just end up being a user of your own product. Am I in the right church here?
Amen.
Every morning, its parquet floors are polished with bile. Its sofas are made of falsehood. Say falsehood.
Falsehood.
Its walls are made of misfortune. Say misfortune. And we here have had our walls made of misfortune, but now we're going to remake ourselves and our walls. I'm valuable. I'm lovable. I'm powerful. And I'm important. Misfortune is not my middle name. Thank you, sir. Typewriters are chattering a carbon copy answer. No, you can't go to the job. No, Dorian, you can't go over there. No, you can't do this. No, you can't do that. And this is how, before you let Dustin say no, you give him the opportunity to be in charge. Play to his ego. Bob, I got to ask you a question. You think I can make it from here to so-and-so on time to have a job? They only pay $15, but it's a job, it's a start. What do you think? This is what the fool wants you to appreciate him, to value him. He has low he's suffering. People that try to put themselves in charge of you, they suffer from low self-esteem. Yeah, what you doing, son? You all right? You hot?
Yeah.
It's warm in here. I thought that boy was ready to take off over there. I said, this Negro's in flight over here. Oh, God. Somebody come and get him. You get a lot of good advice, like heck you will, not a bunch of flowers or even a greeting. Typewriters are chattering a carbon copy. Now, the word typewriters are chattering lets you know the state of time that the person was living in when he wrote this poem. Because hardly nobody uses a typewriter anymore. I haven't seen one in years.
Or carbon paper.
Or carbon paper. But, so he wrote the poem in the, yeah. He was writing about the past and the past. And he called one
No.
and the other one.
Yes.
And that's what I'm saying to you. It's just that simple. Your life is just that simple. Howard is just that simple. If you say,
Yes.
say it again.
Yes.
Say it again.
Yes.
If you say yes to yourself, that opens up a door. There's a no door that's been in your life, and the no door will stay positioned in your life until you say, say it loud.
Yes.
Say it louder.
Yes.
And mean it. And as soon as you do, the no door creates a lock that your key opens up. Yes is a key that opens up a locked door. Oh my God, I'm teaching good in this church. And when the lights go out altogether, the ghosts haunt your mind, haunt your sleep, and begin their gloomy ballet saying, oh, don't believe what Brother Shane said. He's lying. He made that up. Come on back where you're comfortable. Come on and get a pack. Come on and hit a lick. Say hit a lick. Right. Like heck you hit a lick. Chris, right. And when the lights go out altogether, the ghosts in it begin their gloomy ballet and they'll get you a ticket to leave. No, they won't. But in the town of yes, say in the town of yes.
In the town of yes.
But in the town of yes, this town is without walls. Now, this is what I'm telling you about the boy Willie Lloyd, who had the murder beat. his town is without walls. He's traveling the world now. He was a banger, but that was yesterday. Say yesterday.
Yesterday.
He was affiliated, but that was yesterday. Say yesterday.
Yesterday.
He did that 20, but that was yesterday.
Yesterday.
Now he's sailing the seven seas on a carnival ship and opening up his room, and calling room service and carrying on. From over there on 73rd Street. Watch this. Lips ask for yours without any shame, softly murmuring, oh, that nonsense. And in no one is there even a trace of suspicion, and lowering herds are offering their milk, and daisies teasing are asking to be picked. There's another life for you to live. It's an easier life for you. It's more valuable there for you. It's more lovable there for you. It's more powerful there for you. It's more important there for you. But you got to come all the way out of.
No.
Say it louder.
No.
You got to come all the way out. Say, I'm coming all the way out.
Coming all the way out.
Of.
No.
Michael Jackson, say your poem. Hit it right now, out loud. Come on.
I said, who cry for the man who sat in jail, no money, no business, I just want peace in there. Who cry for the man, so goes to a lot of people when he went to jail and level. Who cry for the man that's been killed off the game banging and fighting and in out of jail wall. Who cry for the man that wants to be loved, no group, no side chick, just wants to be loved.
All right.
No, don't offer you no support. No, they're talking all that mess, but when you get locked up, no, it's never available.
Nowhere.
Taking any train or plane or ship that you like, and water faintly murmuring whispers through the years, yes, 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 yes. To tell the truth, the snag, and this is so important, I'm going to make this point. The snag is, it's a bit boring at times, and I want to stop right there. Say boring.
Boring.
Say it again.
Boring.
Say it again.
Boring.
I play the street life, 'cause there's no place I can go. Street life, it's the only life I know. Street life, there's 1,000 parts to play. Street life, till you play your life away. The one thing about living a good life, say the good life.
Good life.
I want you to focus on me when I tell you this. There's one thing about it I had to get used to, making that switch. There's one thing about living a good life, that it messes around and it starts to feel a little boring.
I like boring.
Get comfortable with it, because it'll present itself to you. But when you've been living a street life, when you've been living out there in the world, you're always on go. Is that right or wrong?
Right.
Say it again. Is that right or wrong?
Right.
Oh, I just want to make sure I'm talking to the right people now. So what happens when you slow it down, you slow that road down a little bit, it gets a little boring. And in that time, that's where them gloomy ghosts start creeping and wandering. Here's what you got to do. You got to create a number 6. Say a number 6.
Number 6.
What's a number 6?
Habit.
You got to create a new habit for yourself when you have free time, not free time to think about yesterday, but free time to promote what you're doing on today. For instance, a gym membership. Say a gym membership. A YMCA, they make it available to you to join. Some of them have free memberships for people who are disadvantaged, and people who have come from prison are labeled disabled in some ways. What's the correct term? Disability, yeah. And so go to the gym, go to the Y. Yeah, right.
Buying at the house actually goes for free.
Yeah, me too.
Yeah, I know. Yeah, I'm gonna be okay. I appreciate y'all asking me. Um, so I just want you to pay attention to this. The one aspect of the good life of the land of yes, it's a little bit boring when you're not used to getting them crazy phone calls and people asking you what you jigger, people ducking down low, or incoming and all that kind of stuff that we have gotten used to. We have to break that habit, that number 6, and create new things to do with our, because time is the real money. I'm gonna finish it up now. To tell the truth, the snag is it's a bit boring at times to be given so much almost without any effort in that shining multicolored city of yes. All they're saying there is that there are these 2 cities. There's only 2. It don't make no difference what country you live in. It doesn't make any difference what your geographical location is. There's only these 2 cities. They are the land of and the land of. All of us in here have lived in the land of, and now we're knocking on the door politely saying we want to get into the land of. And to keep you out, your criminal record will float around and try to say, no, he's not worthy. And you may have to knock on 15 doors before you get one. But when you get that one, you gotta, when you get that one, say it loud. Say, I wanna. Okay, well, when you get that one, yes, you gotta lock in. I'm talking, I told y'all about Brian Buse, 38 years straight. 38 years straight. He got 15 no's. And he's a giant. He's maybe 6'4". Big boy, native boy. Yeah. He got one yes at Restaurant Depot. Restaurant Depot. They're an organization that they sell products and food to other restaurants. There's 2 of them, one in St. Paul, one in Minneapolis. They both are felony friendly. That's the one. That's probably it. Yeah, they hire it. They've hired a lot of our guys. Brian opens and closes his store, even though he's been gone for 38 years. He's walking in the land of. Yes. He moved away from the land of. No. This is the difference in you making up your mind and saying, I'm too valuable. Say, I'm too valuable. I'm too lovable. I'm way too powerful. I'm way too important for the land of no. I visited, but I don't live there. Ooh, man. Give yourself a hand right there. I'm gonna show you something. We just did a survey before you guys came. We just did a survey. I want to reflect back to that survey. It's called the ACE Childhood Experiences Questionnaire. For those of you who took that survey, and I think that's all of us, it says a score of 0 means your likelihood of becoming an alcoholic is only 2.5%. An A score of 4 or more means that you have a likelihood of becoming an alcoholic of 11%. Anything over 4 is 4 times increased the likelihood of being alcoholic. Suffering from chronic depression, say depression. In a score of 0, you have 15% for women, 10% for men will experience depression. But for a score of 4, 42% of women and 30% of men will suffer from depression. If you scored more than 4, that number is tripled. Say tripled. Some of you scored a 9. I think one person here scored a 10. So the likelihood of depression for a 10 is high. You have to be able to manage what you think, because some things have happened to you because of the trauma from
home and family.
Yeah, there's some things from the that you haven't got over yet, and you have to make sure you're keeping them front and center, that you're paying attention to your negatives, right? You're keeping them front and center. Don't act like they're not there. Don't act like you can't be treated. Say treated. Treated. Yeah, there's nothing wrong with going to a therapist if you need to. Having a serious problem working, only 5% of people who have a score of 0 have problems working, but 15% for a score of 4, and that's tripled by a score of higher than 4. Almost all of us scored higher than 4 here. Raise your hand right here so I can see you. You scored higher than 4. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. That's the majority of us here. And what they're saying is we'd have a hard time keeping the job. The reason why is because we bought into track 2, say track 2. We caught a case, say a case. We got a felony, say a felony. And so now this is one of the reasons why it's hard for us, Edgar, because we made these poor choices early on, back in home and family and between school. I just wanted you to see how all of this works together. And I've been layering knowledge and information in you since day one. And now, Michael Jackson, my expectation is you've been meddling with me long enough now to where you can see it for yourself. You don't need me to point it out. I just had to be able to point it out so you can read the tea leaves. You can see what's in front of you and understand it. Once you understand it, it makes the poem that you wrote important because now you recognize that you came out of the land of no and there was nobody there to support you. Even though we talked all that yang, popped all that corn about how we was gonna do and how it was gonna be. Come on now. We throwing up hands. Nobody's coming. You on your own. Am I lying or telling the truth?
True.
Yeah. Watch this, watch this. Is this helping anybody?
Yeah.
I can't hear you though.
Yeah.
Having serious problems financially, a score of 0 is 10%. A score of 4 or more is 20%. Say 20%.
20%.
A score of 4 is 20%. But more than 4 is doubled, that you have serious financial problems. The reason again why is because we bought into track 2 and now we're trying to knock our way back into track 1. Now this is heart disease. Listen to this carefully. Chance of heart disease, score of 0 is 3.7%. A score of 4 is 5.6%, but it's doubled. Heart problems are doubled if your score is higher. Many of us, 8 of us here, have a higher score. Having a stroke, say a stroke.
Stroke.
Right. 2.6% of those who scored a 0 have the likelihood of having a stroke, but 4.1% if you scored 4 have a likelihood of having a stroke. But if you scored higher than that, it's doubled. And so what I'm trying to say to you, Jesse Jackson, is that this group has become a kind of therapeutic awakening, giving you a sense, Dorian, for a better look at yourself, painting the picture of Dorian's life. Here go your life. I just met you. Here go your life on the board. I wrote it down for you. Even though I never met you, I wrote your life down and you see yourself on the board. Is that right, Cody? Yes. And the reason why is because I've been there with you. I'm familiar with it. I know what it was to get out of there. And it took some doing too. But man, life for me is sweeter now, baby. Yeah. Yeah. And it's going to be sweeter for you. And it's not because I have all these things. It's because I'm not looking over my shoulder, behind my back for the likelihood of attack. The threat level is reduced. The tension is gone down. Well, if your tension goes down, Sean, then your chance of heart attack goes down with it. Oh boy, that was so good. Y'all quiet in this church. Wow. And here comes Brother Islam. What's going on, Islam? Okay, hold on. Now you here now. Give Islam a hand. He's a pop guy. Yeah. Don't be mad with me, Islam. I love you. Okay. Islam, I had Islam with me in Faribault for about 8 years, 6 years. How many years was it? See, look here. Look at a 30-year man, but look at you looking good. He eating good, he doing good. Give him a hand. Yeah. All right. Okay, brother. All right. Good to see your face. Thank you, brother. Yeah, I know. I heard about it. That's Islam. David Islam. Let me tell you about David Islam. Just real quick. This is a little story. Islam worked in the medical department. And some offenders that have medical issues that need to be transported around in wheelchairs, there'll be some guys that are working that department, that'd be their job. Islam was a lifer, and he escorted around a Jamaican boy. I'm trying to think of his name right quick. We called him Jamaica, huh? We called him Jamaica. He had a life sentence too. He's from the islands. And he said, "Hey, brother Shane, that thing you teach, huh? Ian James." He said, "That thing you teaching me, man, over in the POP class. I like that thing." He say, "You pop that thing real good, man." And he was ready to get out. He had got married as a lifer. He was ready to get out. He was, all the board was happy with his behavior. He had done his 30. He's ready to go home. He's introducing me to his wife and his wife's son, which Ian had adopted and was mentoring him over the phone. And the son claimed Ian, Jamaica, as his dad. It was so powerful, was so beautiful what was taking place. And then he started feeling a pain in his head. This is in Faribault. He was feeling the pain. He walking around, moving around like a natural man. But he started feeling a pain in his head, and they had to take him to the doctor because the pain was so great, and found out he had cancer of the brain. He say, "Pop, me don't think we're gonna make it, man. But I love you. I love you, Pop." I'm just looking at his face while I'm telling you this. Ian James. He had moved out of the city of no and moved into the city of yes while he was in the penitentiary. You don't have to wait for the doors to open for you to move out of no. You move out of no whenever you change your mind. A made-up mind, Howard, is tough to stand up against. Well, if you got your mind made up that you're not going to live that life no more, you got a made-up mind, it's tough to change it. I'm going to leave you in a few minutes. I'm getting ready to go over there and fight for a boy's freedom. The media is going to be there, and they might say, "Oh, yeah, Power of People supports murderers." They might say this, they can say that, they can say anything they want to. But I've been with the boy now since 2008. I know he got a made-up mind. He's a changed man, and I ain't running from him. I don't care what they say. Say I'm valuable. I'm lovable. I'm powerful. And I'm important. Yeah. I'm going over there in a few minutes. I'm going to be at the Capitol in a few minutes. Like I'm sitting here, I'm going to be sitting there. The governor going to be looking me right in my face. Who I know and who I respect. But we're going to be on opposite sides this time. Huh? No, Michael, I have taken pop guys with me before, in the past when it's appropriate. You get it? It'd be inappropriate right here because we would look like a gang because this is what they're trying to up here claim. You see what I'm saying? So we can't play into that stereotype. But I'm gonna tell you, man, tomorrow, am I teaching good or what?
Extraordinary. Great.
Oh man, thank you, D. So look what I want to do. I'm gonna leave you. I'm gonna leave you today. I'm gonna be with you tomorrow. Tomorrow we're gonna be doing our clothing Beyond New, and I want you to treat the people nice. They treat you real good. They're gonna call you up 2 or 3 at a time, serve you. Let them put a coat on, your sports coat, this or that. They got your sizes. Wayne, you sent all the sizes over to Miss Marsha. They're gonna be here tomorrow. This whole area gets set up like a clothing store over here. The barber will be downstairs. Use him. Let him. If you don't know what you want, let him do his thing. He's an artist. And man, dude would transform him. I can't wait to see what he do to Edgar. Wait. Let me rub it. I'm just gonna rub it for luck. Yeah, because it's gonna be gone when I see him tomorrow. It's gonna be over with. Yeah. I gotta get out of here, man. I got some work to do. I'm going to do it. I ain't scared. I ain't running. Let them say what they want to say. I'm valuable.
Valuable.
I'm lovable.
I'm powerful.
Yeah!
Important.